So we got the facial margin, we got the angle, we got the length, we got the curve. Lingually, yeah, you overextended, but you're pretty close to the angle. But let's clean it up a little bit. Make sure you have the same wall right down to the pulpal floor. Now let's switch over to the 55 burr. So I'll get you started on this.
Looks good with your loops.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to look parallel to the contact, downward at a 45-degree angle. Put the burr against the fascia wall. Make sure it's vertical. So see, I'm looking this way to make sure I'm not leaning it one way or the other. Make sure it's vertical. Come down the corner. Then cut away from that wall. So down the wall and away from the wall there. The same thing on the lingual side. So down the wall here, I know where I am axially. And then away from the wall there. So now we're getting the start to the shape of the axial wall. So now, we'll probably have to go deeper gingerly a little bit later, but this is the start. We got the shape. Now look this way, get rid of the excess along the facial side. Look this way, get rid of the excess along the lingual side. Make sure you always know how close your burr is to the adjacent tooth. You're going to have to get right next to it. And then get rid of the excess in between. And if you think you have to go gingerly, then you're going to repeat a little bit more. Then you're going to repeat these 7 steps again. Okay, so do steps 5, 6, and 7 and see how it comes out. Okay? Okay, so you still need to get more clearance facially, huh?
Yeah.
So lingually you're okay. You're a little bit overextended, but you're okay. But let's get a little bit more facially. I'm going to give you a different handpiece that doesn't have a built-in light. It'll record better that way. So find the margin, find the angle, make a nice straight wall, get the length. Then when you have enough length, so you know you're beyond where the axial is going to be, then make the curve. Then as long as we get the margin and the angle and the length, then we can find where the axial wall is going to be, and then we'll go ahead and start the axial wall. Okay, so now we're going to look along this direction. We're going to put the burr where we want axially. We're going to drill a hole about right there, then cut away from the facial wall. Then we're going to do the same thing from the lingual side. Put the burr against the lingual wall, make sure the burr is vertical, get the position the way you want, drill a hole, and cut away from the lingual wall. So that gives us a start to the axial wall. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now do steps 5, 6, and 7. Get rid of the excess along the facial, excess along the lingual, excess gingerly. You won't have enough clearance. You'll have to go gingerly again. But do that, and then until you get clearance. By the way, if I look down the axis, I want to see this wall at the marginal ridge, which means make sure the burr is leaning toward the marginal ridge when you're working in this area. So look along the marginal ridge so you see the angle. When I look down the axis, I want to see that wall right there. Okay, so get rid of the excess, go gingerly again, see how it works.